needed that, Justin Jefferson.
No, we didn't.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Toilets and Titles. My name is Justin Stevens. I'm back with you for another bonus special episode. Tonight's special episode, and perfect timing to go live here because my Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins that I have a stack of just scored a touchdown against Uncle Steve in a game where the loser has to play next week for a dress. So love it. We have somebody else in here. We got Joe Arachi. What's going on, Joey?
Hey, yes.
What's happening, Joe?
Hey, so just so everybody knows, we're still waiting on Andrew Campy to jump on. But in the meantime, just real quick, I'm going to go over the rules of this thing. This thing has gotten way out of hand here. Oh, there you go, John. I was trying to figure that out as I was talking.
I've been here before.
This was supposed to be just a Christmas movie special draft where we were only going to draft Christmas movies. Hey, we got Andrew. There's always that one guy. Hey,
ho.
But unfortunately, many of you guys didn't really know very many Christmas movies. So we made it holiday movies. Then we made it holiday commercials and holiday specials. I've done all I can to expand this thing as much as possible, guys. But we've got 8.
Listen,
I'm not expanding
we
it anymore.
Didn't know Christmas movies. We all know a fair amount of Christmas movies. There's just more to the holidays, all right, than just Christmas movies.
So maybe next year we do holiday music, or we do holiday.
Says the guy who's got the leprechaun on his list.
I do have the leprechaun on my list. I'm not gonna lie, because St. Patrick's Day is a holiday, all right, and it's my birthday, so I have every reason to feel that that's a holiday. All right, so that's the gist of this draft right here. Joe, we found out at the last second that you were coming on. I threw you on at the end, so you have the 8th pick out of the 8. So that means you're going to have back-to-back. We're going snake style here. So anybody have any questions about the draft itself?
I do. So we're not allowing like 5 different versions of movies, are we?
Correct. So if you no, not necessarily, because I kind of have to. So like, if you draft A Christmas Carol, you need to tell me which one, right? Because that takes away.
Heck?
Yeah, there's a lot of different Christmas carols out there. If you don't know, then just say the original.
So Home Alone 1 through
Okay.
Home Alone 1 through 5 is
Or
in
the
play?
second one.
Right. If you draft Home Alone, you got to tell me which one. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? And a lot of you don't even realize that there was a Home Alone after 3, but there were 2 more.
Yeah, and a Christmas special. We just named them all.
Yeah. And you can say the Home Alone Christmas special. Absolutely.
There you go. They were all worse than the one before them.
Exactly.
Other than the first one was good. But
all right. Does that pretty well cover all that? All right.
2 thumbs up.
So while we're drafting here, we can obviously bullshit or talk or whatever we want to, but I want to make sure that you guys are able to see my screen here. So let me know. Can you see the draft board?
stupid question. What,
Yeah.
is there any end game here?
Yeah. There you go. So we're gonna have the Twitter following on the Toilets and Titles Twitter group or whatever, the Title Tribe vote on their favorite. I don't really know what exactly we're playing for here, other than just for shits and giggles. But if we have an idea for a winner or a loser or whatever, I'm definitely game. But
$12 million. $12 million.
Right. I can't see that screen when I have this up. So who said that?
That was me,
Dr. Evil.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Mike is putting up $12 million for the winner.
Yes.
All right. Well, Mike, you have the 101 in this $12 million pot. So you better make it a good special one.
Well, that's why I was very confident in stating that, because I knew I'm going to win right away, because my 101, and it's really not even close. I mean, there's a couple up there that I really, really like, but for me, the 101, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, crap. Okay, well, then let me change it.
I was just kidding when I said Die Hard would be the 101. I like Die Hard, but come on now. It's Christmas Vacation.
I know. All right. Yeah,
that wasn't too bad. That was my number 5.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't even have it listed.
But
Everybody knows.
Oh, so that's not even on my list.
Me neither, George. Tell him.
Man,
Well, I mean, it is now. I put it on there just so I could cross it off.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I have no idea what I'm doing here. If if anybody can help me figure out.
That sounds campy. That sounds like a campy thing.
Oh, rap text. There it is. Woo! Look at that. I'm a genius. I am a genius. All right,
Great work. Great work.
Steve. Uncle
all
Steve.
right,
Yeah.
this one has hands down got to be the #1 holiday special. Not
Okay.
only does it has Christmas, it has Halloween, and the Easter bunny's even in it.
Holy cow! Okay.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's
Oh,
got to be number
that-
one.
That was
My
on my
number
list.
4. Yeah.
That was on my list. That's a
Great
good
pick.
one. That was
Great
number
pick.
12.
And I only know that because my kids told me.
That's my #1 Halloween movie, for what it's worth.
It's
That's a
but
Christmas
this special's holidays.
It does.
So-
No, dude. I mean, it's also a Christmas movie. The Nightmare Before
Yep.
Christmas. It's also a
Yep.
fantastic Easter movie. I agree.
and
Yeah.
it was also my number 29 on my list.
Well, your list sucks.
Oh, Justin Fields fumble in the open field, recovered by the Minnesota Vikings.
Nice.
Sweet. Here we go. Give me some more points. All right, Rich.
With this pick, I am going to be going with the greatest movie of all time that my wife says will be any of your guys's is Elf.
Yeah,
Nice.
great
That
pick.
was number 5 on my list. That one stings a little.
And I hate that movie.
What?
Oh,
You
my
can't
God.
pick a movie if you hate it.
No, the only reason why I hate it because we watch it like 25 times every Christmas.
His wife's off to his left, getting ready to hit him if he didn't.
Oh, there you go. Hey, fair enough. I've got a couple on my list that are there because of my wife, so I understand.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
My daughter knows every line in that movie. She's watched it that many times.
It's a great movie. Absolutely great. It was my number 2. Christmas Vacation was my clear and obvious number 1. Elf was my clear and obvious number 2. And then I have a personal number 3. I was going to try to push it off if I were like more towards the back or more towards the front. But now that I'm in the middle, like I kind of feel like there's no shot that this is going to come back to me in the second round. So I have to take it now. Personally, all the way up until I got older, until I became an adult, this was my favorite Christmas movie growing up. And they say when I was growing up that I look a lot like my boy here.
Huh.
So I've got Ralphie.
Oh, there
I
we
got
go.
Ralphie. I even have the pajama pants, y'all. I absolutely love this show or this movie. I am drafting A Christmas Story.
That's a
Man.
good one.
You were made for this moment.
I was getting a
That's
little
a good-
nervous about where that was going, man. I'm like, this guy's taking his shirt off and everything. Like, he's getting deep on this one.
Yeah, there was a scene in Magic
Mike,
Mike
I was
where they
getting
talked about
excited.
Christmas.
I was getting excited. I was going to start throwing dollar bills.
Oh man, I forgot the baby's watching.
So I used to love that movie. Funny story. There was, you know how it's played like 24 hours,
Yeah.
like the day prior to Christmas.
Right.
Right.
So there was one night before Christmas that I couldn't sleep. So I stayed up and watched that movie just over and over and over again. And now it's like, you ever drink a type of alcohol and you drink too
Yes.
much of it, and then like going forward, you can't drink it anymore because you just remember how it made you
Southern
feel.
Comfort. It's the
Yeah.
grossest ever.
So there you go. So
Jack Daniels.
that's how the Christmas Story is to me. I overdid it. I overdid it one year. I can't
Yeah.
watch it anymore. Great flick.
You can
Hey,
tell by how
what-
old and dingy this shirt is that I've been a fan for my whole life. Like this was the same shirt I had when I was 7.
7. Ain't no way it'd fit you.
I didn't have to cut the sleeves off. That's why I wore another shirt underneath. All right, Andrew. I couldn't let my my personal favorite slide by just in case. So is Andrew going to do the same thing and choose his personal favorite, or is he going to go for the votes? And honestly, I got a question, Andrew. Do they even really do they celebrate Christmas in Australia?
Actually, sorry, I keep watching. I shouldn't be giving the finger. Yeah, so I've got a whole I did some research here, but the one that I'm going for is it might be a little bit controversial, but I got some movies that I loved growing up, but there's one that I love watching now. So the one that I'm going to pick is Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
no.
great pick.
That was my number 2.
That's
You're number 2.
I had that
Jeez.
on the list.
Yep, that was my number 2.
I had it further down,
It's
hoping
always-
that nobody would think of it. That's a great pick.
Well, yeah, it's good. Whenever you're drafting, if everyone else gets upset, then you've done well, I reckon. So I
Yep,
think I'm the
yeah,
leader.
that's a good pick.
Yeah. All right, John. John, here's your first round pick. Don't screw it up because you only have 5 items on your list.
It's really easy. I can't only 2 items, like only 2 movies I actually like were taken, and that was Elf and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice.
So all the other ones, I'm in good shape. Home Alone 2, phenomenal. The Wet Bandits, Home Alone 2, that's my
All
favorite.
right.
New York
Bird
City,
Lady.
that's where I'm from. The Bird Lady, the Turtle Doves, you know that guy, the moment when he gives, you know. So let me go with Home Alone 2, and I'm in. That's my number 1. I got it here at the 6, so I'm living.
I got to
right now.
tell you, man, as the resident Disney guy on the show, I think Mickey Mouse would be very disappointed with you right now.
Home Alone 2 on Disney Plus. Go get Disney Plus.
There you go.
Plug.
There you go. Get that plug in.
I didn't know Disney Plus was a sponsor. That's awesome.
Hey, and also, if anybody out there is looking for a Disney trip, you got to contact our man John here, right?
Or Universal, because Disney right now, I love it, but they're nickel and diming for everything. The value is at Universal right now, 100%. 100%.
Hey, looky there. See?
So let me tell you, as somebody who lives in Florida and is only about 45 minutes away from both of those theme parks, Universal is 1,000 times better than Disney.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
Universal.
1,000
And they're building a new park that's going to be like 5 times the size of one of their parks. I can't wait. But this, we can have a whole nother episode talking about that stuff. Who's next?
Hey, we have had an episode like that.
So I'm on the clock, and this is where it becomes difficult because there's like 3 movies that I really want. And I know Joe was a late addition to the show, so I don't think he's done any prep. But I believe the man is a very knowledgeable Googler. So I'm assuming he's Googled and got like a list over there. So
You read me wrong, my friend. I got my prep list.
Hey.
I have a movie that is my number 1 on the list. So I don't know if I want to take my number 1 or my number 4. I'm not sure if 4 is going to get back to me, but I'm going to stay true
Stick
to my
to your
rankings.
board. Stick to your board.
I am. I'm going to go with the greatest Christmas movie of all Christmas movies, A
already
Christmas
got it.
Carol, the original.
Okay. Very good. Who's in the original? I don't even know.
And it's like from the 60s.
So like
dude, the
humans.
original was in 1910. We actually looked it up earlier.
Was Charlie Chaplin in the first one?
So George drafted the 1910 version of A Christmas Carol.
That's fine. Everything else that came after that is inferior to the original.
No, for real. If you can find out what year you want, I'll put it in here.
I'm Googling it right now.
All right. Well, in the meantime, Joe is up for 2 to round out the first round and start the second.
I'll tell you what, I always say that I'd rather be 1 or 2 or 9 or 10 in a fantasy draft, and I think it holds true for Christmas movies also.
Yeah, you're
so
late arrival.
I got my top. I get to have my top 2. One's conventional and one's for the adults, so it works out
Okay.
perfect. So first round pick. I mean, the original Home Alone has to be in the first round. So
Yeah.
I'm going to make Home Alone my first round pick. And then with the first pick of the second round, we're going to go the adult version. This is the funniest Christmas movie I think I've ever seen for adults anyways. Office Christmas Party. Freaking phenomenal and hilarious if you haven't seen it before.
Do you mean like from the TV show The Office?
No. There is a movie from a couple years ago called Office Christmas Party, and it's fucking hilarious.
Zing!
It's like doing coke on the freaking bar with your boss right next to you. It is the funniest of all. I'm going to send the link in here, but it is phenomenal.
That might be the first F-bomb we've had live.
I don't
on
even do
Toilet
those
Society.
usually either.
The Christmas. We apologize for all of you listening at
Oh,
home
boy.
with babies.
I'm just glad
Joe loves Christmas.
I'm just
Hey,
glad it
Andrew,
wasn't
Andrew, you know how to make this say that it's not kid appropriate on YouTube, right?
You can edit me out if I end up being the.
I don't
only
know. Have you ever watched a
two-hour
kids
Christmas
video
party.
these days? You ain't dropping nothing they ain't heard before.
Yeah.
It's way too difficult to go back and edit. It's in there. We're good. We're good.
All right,
In all
George.
seriousness, I'm not a
What?
crazy movie buff, but that Office Christmas party is really funny.
I don't know. I tell you what, though, since we're taking it off of the kid friendly list, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a drink.
Take a drink, George. Which Christmas Carol are you taking?
Cheers.
the 1984 version, the one with George C. Scott.
1984. Yeah,
All
that's
right, you're back. You're back on the clock, George.
We just
All right,
watched
now
that.
this is an easy one. Probably not going to surprise very many people here. I will die on the hill that it is 1,000% a Christmas movie.
No, it's not.
I'm going Die Hard.
All right, here we go.
No Christmas movie should ever have death in it.
Well, everybody on the Nightmare
They
Before
don't die.
And also
People
Christmas
get
Carol.
killed. That's not Christmas.
What happens to Tiny Tim?
He dies.
I don't know. I've never seen that.
He dies.
The Nightmare Before Christmas, they're all dead. Hey, we watched Die Hard last night, and all throughout the movie, there are a ton of Christmas references. It's actually more of a Christmas movie than I thought.
Listen, I'm up, and again, I'm just gifted a pick. Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Like, that movie is absolutely phenomenal. Like, it's incredible. Jim Carrey crushed it, and then he did so well that Sony Pictures went and got Michael Myers to do The Cat in the Hat, which was a complete flop. They thought they could make Dr. Seuss movies. No, it's not Dr. Seuss. It's Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, elite. He was at his peak. And The Grinch, man. Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Give me that.
That was my number
John,
7.
I said there was three. When I said that was the other one.
That was the other one you said?
Yep, that was the 3 movies I wanted. I got 2 of them. That was the third.
Yeah, neither one of those were going to fall back to you. The only one that might have been A Christmas Carol, honestly.
Oh, don't dig at the man.
Let him dig. Let him dig. He's going to soon know what it's like to feel like the leaves.
All right, Andrew, what do you got?
So I'm trying to think of which one I should go for next. I've got my list. And I think I'm going to go.
Already Christmas down under?
Not quite, getting close.
Okay.
But I think I'm going to
go.
go with a bit of. I'm going to go with a bit of Arnie in Jingle All the Way.
Nice.
Oh, gotcha. I actually forgot all about that one.
Arnold.
That's
Get
an
the
excellent
toy.
movie. With Arnold and that's Arnold and Sinbad, right?
Yeah. Sinbad
Yeah.
had a day too, man. Remember Blank Check? Great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Blank Check?
draftable here, but great movie.
I forgot all about Jingle All the Way. I didn't even have it on my list. That's a great pick. Absolutely. All right.
Had it on my
All right.
list.
Number 4 on my list is still available, and I don't think you guys are going to take it. So I'm going to move on to my number 5 because I know it, or at least it shouldn't come back, and I know that it's going to be on short list for those of you that didn't prepare as deeply or don't care about Christmas as much as me. So I'm going to go with the original Rudolph, the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Classic.
Classic. Had it on my list.
Do it for Yukon Cornelius, a.k.a. Nate Dirt _19.
And if I spell anything wrong on here, it's spell check's fault. All right. Rich, you have a very dynamic, powerful first round pick. Let's see if you can follow it up with something else pretty strong.
Bears big sack on 3rd and 10. I'm sorry if you're watching the game. Huge.
Go for it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Rich. Go ahead.
You're good, man. Because I got a great one that no one even picked yet, and to me, it's a first rounder too. Is Bill Murray himself, Scrooge?
Oh,
Yep, it's on my list.
it's on there.
That's a darn good one.
Love me
It's
some
on
Bill
my
Murray.
list.
But it's on
I'm
there.
loving my round 2 picks.
I just saw Ghostbusters, the new one. I don't want to
Oh,
spoil
yeah.
it for anybody, but great. Absolutely excellent. In the theaters. It's great
So
to be
here's
back.
that delay.
I'm sorry. Ding, 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 ding. Green.
Yeah, he's up. Rich is on the clock.
All right.
we ready?
Uncle Steve, what do you got for us?
All right.
Die Hard 2?
No. All right. Now, let's
We
keep
go
in
up in
mind,
one.
this is holiday movies, not Christmas movies.
Yep, we got
So
it.
number 2 on my list, one of the greatest Halloween movies all times is Halloween, the original.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Very
Yep,
dark.
I'll count it. I'll
It just
count
got
it.
very dark.
The only way we're gonna get through like 5 or 6 rounds of this is if we take picks like that. So I'm completely okay with that. and you wanted the original part 1, right? The best.
Yep.
The
Yep.
best
That's the best one.
Gotcha. All right, back to back for Mike, old Dirty Jobs. So we
first
know
we're gonna
he
start
chose
this
Christmas
out.
Vacation since he's Dirty Jobs. He chose Christmas Vacation because of the shitter's fool comment.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what other kind of dirty movies he can come up with. Actually,
Well,
that's
I'm gonna like, so Linus is my guy, so I'm gonna go with the Charlie Brown.
Love it.
Christmas
Love
Charlie
it.
Brown.
Love it.
Oh.
Power. That's a power one.
Yeah, man, that was my number 6.
Dirty Jobs representing Dash of DFS right now.
That's
It's a
right.
strong
That's,
pick.
you know we're gonna bring it tough. We're
Yeah.
gonna bring it tough. And then my
We-
other one.
We had a special meeting before this, everybody. Me,
Yeah,
Joe,
we
and
did.
Mike. We discussed our plan of attack. We like the show Survivor. We like formed an alliance, and yeah, we're all set.
Well,
He
obviously, I
said
was
if we
put
don't
off the
dominate
island.
this draft, we're off the team. So me and Joe are really picking it up here. My
Clearly,
next
Rich and I were voted off the island.
My next one is the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I really like that one.
Oh,
That
that's a
one
good
cracks
one.
me up. You just sit there and he's like keeps shaving that beard off and everything, and it just keeps growing back. I love it.
When I was a kid, I used to think the elves, I used to think they were so cool. Like they made them seem so hip. You know, I was like,
Right.
man, I want to be friends with those guys. You know, when the one flies down on the jetpack, like rescues the kid from the roof. It's like,
Hell
man,
yeah.
that elf's got it all figured out. I want to be like him when I grow up.
All right. Speaking of growing up, we got the old man up. Uncle
Okay.
Steve.
I got 2 of them here. I'm trying to decide through.
You can
I'm
only take
hoping-
one.
I understand. So I'm going to skip this one for now, and I'm going to go with the one that is number 1 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's A Wonderful Life.
Oh, yep. Perfect.
Yep.
I was really hoping that would drop another couple rounds because
People actually like that movie.
Oh, it's
On
an
Rotten
amazing
Tomatoes, it's number
It's
1.
pretty good.
That is
It's
a
an amazing
snooze
movie.
fest.
hey, if it weren't for that movie, then we would not know that every time a bell rings, an angel
Oh,
gets
gosh.
its wings. How else would we know that?
Miss me with that movie. No, I will not play it. No, thank you.
Oh, that's a great pick, Steve. Don't
Tell
let
him,
me
Rich.
drag you down.
Tell him,
Yeah, I know it's a good one. I ain't
It's
gonna listen
I've
to
never
it.
seen the movie actually.
Rich. You don't need to.
How
Here's
bad
what
I
happens.
don't want
Here's
to
what
see it.
happens. It's black and white. There's some dude. He doesn't
That's
like
all you need to say.
living. There's some older guy who's got money, and he's mean, and that's basically it.
Sounds like
So,
you have
obviously-
seen it, huh?
So now we
Oh, I've
know
seen
why.
it.
Now we know why John chose the Grinch.
Exactly.
Hey,
No kidding.
Richie, you're up, buddy.
All right, so I'm going animated here. I think this is one of the great animated movies in the past 4 or 5 years as far as Christmas related. Rise of the Guardians.
Rise of the Guardians. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Me neither.
Oh my gosh, have you guys never seen that?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
it's when Jack Frost gets all the holiday characters. The Jack Frost. I mean the Rabbit. I mean everybody and stuff like that. And it has to save Christmas because Santa can't.
man, I'm fired up. I want to go save Christmas right now.
Yeah.
Jack Frost is getting the team together. It's like the Avengers, basically.
It is. It's Avengers. Seriously, it's Avengers animated. All
Let's
about
do it.
holidays.
Let's do it. I'm going to watch that right after this.
I can't
Man.
believe you guys haven't seen that, man.
Oh.
You guys
All
will
right.
love it.
All right, I tell you what. So I'm going to go ahead and take my number 4 now. I still think there's a chance it might come back to me, but I can't risk it anymore. I was going to go ahead and jump ahead and take a Charlie Brown Christmas, which was my number 6, but Mike screwed that up for me. So I cannot risk somebody taking my number 4 from me. I have to go for it now, and that is the Gremlins.
Oh, I totally forgot about the Gremlins.
Ah,
That's a
that's a
great one.
fantastic pick. That was my number 11.
I might
Okay.
actually watch that tonight.
So it might not have made it back to me then, George, is what you're saying.
No, it probably would not have.
All right, good. I chose the right time to take it then because I can't go. I came into this draft knowing that if I didn't have a top 2, I wasn't going to get Christmas Vacation or Elf. Uncle Steve helped you out with that one, Rich, but I can't leave this draft without getting those other 3 that I got. So I got my 3rd, 4th, and 5th favorite out of this. So I'm perfectly cool with this draft so far. Andrew, you're up. Let's see how you round out your draft.
Yeah, well, so I after you took Rudolph, the next one on my list from my childhood, which is the one I'm going to pick, is The Little Drummer Boy, which was kind of same kind of concept back in I think it came out in 68. So I think the Rudolph was 64 and Little Drummer Boy was 68. So
another class.
Used to be on TV every year. I don't know if it still is, but yeah.
Yep,
Love
great
it.
pick. Great pick.
Nostalgic.
Nice. Exactly.
So my next pick is going to make every single person who grew up in the 90s pick my team. So I'm sorry, everyone. If there's mostly people who grew up from the 90s on Twitter voting, that means I'm going to win, and it's Hocus Pocus. I don't know how I got Home Alone 2, The Grinch, and Hocus Pocus. Those are 3.
Because nobody watches Hocus Pocus.
Nobody watches Hocus Pocus. You lie. I watched Hocus Pocus 4 times this year.
I've never seen it.
How old are you guys?
Never heard of it.
Rich, how old are you?
45.
George?
40.
All right. Uncle Steve?
50.
All right. So I'm talking to the people who grew up in the 90s. All right. Not you guys. People know what I'm talking about here.
Hey,
I didn't like it. I don't even know if I ever seen it.
99.
You grew up in the 70s.
I'm 39. I grew up in the 90s, and I've only seen Hocus Pocus because my wife forced me to.
Yeah, but you saw the Gremlins. But your wife, all right, she represents. She knows what I'm talking about. Go Hocus Pocus. All right, that's number 1.
It's solid. I'll back you on that. It's not.
Thank you.
Listen.
All right, so I've got my number 3 movie still on the board. I can't believe you guys are letting me get A Christmas Carol, Die Hard, and then in the 3rd round, Miracle on 34th Street. Like, I just want to thank you guys for this.
It was next on my list, George.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah, it's another black and white.
No,
it was next on my list.
I was going to say there's 2 versions. There's the original, and then there's another one that came out in '94. So
that no one's ever seen.
Yeah.
No,
yes.
everyone's only seen the one in 1947. That's the original. It's
1947.
Yep, you can just put classic because it's a classic.
Yeah, I'll put 1947.
That's fine.
All right, George or Joe, back to back after George here.
Yes, sir. So I gotta throw out a question.
Okay.
Ghostbusters.
It's a
Wasn't
Christmas movie.
one of the first 2 set during the Christmas season?
Yes,
I believe it was. But I'll tell you what. After you take it here, I'll give you time to Google it up to try to find out which one, and then we just let the Twitter followers vote on whether or not they like it.
I'm going. Does somebody? It sounded like somebody already confirmed for me. Yes, is that true?
Yeah. Ghostbusters, the original, was set in around Christmas time.
Yes. All right, I'm going Ghostbusters without a shadow of a doubt. And I have to say, if you guys haven't seen the new one yet, it's by far the first time they've gotten like a sequel right with these. It's really good compared to the other ones.
Right on.
Very good. I agree.
And
Somebody
then
what year that was. Or actually, I guess I can just.
I want to say 1989. I think it was 1989.
That's all right. If it's the first one, I guess I can just leave it. You're good.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go because my wheelhouse, despite the vacation, the office party one, is kind of like family Christmas movie. So I'm gonna throw Tim Allen on the board. Little Christmas with the Cranks.
There you go.
That's an excellent pick.
Number 1.
I'm realizing how much more of a child I am than you guys.
Well, I mean, you do go to Disney quite a bit.
Yeah.
He doesn't even take his kids.
Yeah. No, my kids are my friends.
He photoshops them in the pictures.
So I'm torn again because there's 3 that I really want. If I go by my rankings, I'm going to take another classic. And right now I've got a lot of classics on the board. So I'm going to skip that one. And I'm going to, much like my picks are going to save this draft, I'm going to go with Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh,
Ernest, Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh.
That is
Oh.
an absolute hysterical movie.
Great movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
man, I really thought I was going to get it late. I did not think anybody would think of that one. Damn it.
How many rounds we going here?
Oh, he's already ready to leave. Uncle Steve's gone.
No, my list is getting a little short. I'm not a big movie buff. Okay, so
we are at least filling an hour. So go ahead and start Googling Valentine's Day movies.
I did that earlier.
All right, I'm back up. And I'm taking my favorite version of the Christmas Carol. And this is, growing up, we used to go see the Christmas Carol in the City on Broadway every year. I'm a big fan of the Christmas Carol. It's a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh,
I love the Muppet Christmas Carol. I can watch that, all the time, man. Give me Muppet Christmas Carol. That's my selection.
It's on my list.
Same here.
Is Carol spelled with an E at the end?
Nope.
I think it's Carol.
Okay, all right, cool.
Carol.
Yeah, I don't know why I second guess myself. I'm always right.
You are.
All right. Andrew, what do you got for us, buddy?
So my question is, I've got a couple of movies that I reckon are a bit controversial, but they've appeared in Christmas lists, and then I've got one that's probably a bit more Christmassy. So I'm trying to figure out what I go here, and I think I might go an animated one, which you guys probably haven't watched, The Polar Express.
Oh no, that was my next pick.
You freaking sniped me.
Excellent.
No, I would have sniped you too, Rich. It was my next pick.
But we still all agree that the book, like the movie's good, but the book, I think, go with the book.
Those of us that don't read didn't even know it was a book. So
For real?
Lori Stevens says that's the right one right there.
Yeah. She texted me about 2 rounds ago and asked why nobody has picked the Polar Express yet, and it was number 10 on my list. So
Justin, I would send you a copy of the book, but I've already sent you something before, and it was Game of Thrones season 1, and you did not like it. So I'm not sending the book. For chances you also don't like it.
Unless the book
Game of
is only
Thrones
the
is
picture
so
book,
good.
I'm probably not going to like it either.
It is pictures, and the pictures are very nice.
Well,
Very festive.
All right. Well, geez. All right. I've been sniped a lot this last time around. Miracle on 34th Street, The Christmas with the Cranks, Ernest, The Muppets, The Polar Express. They all sniped me. So really thought some of those are going to fall back to me. I have another one I really want to take here, but I 2 other versions of it have already been drafted. So I think I'm going to dip down. I'm going to go with the Christmas Chronicles, a more recent one. What's his name? Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Kurt Russell in that scene where he's singing as Santa in the jailhouse. It gets me every time I get up. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me a pity laugh.
Ding, ding, ding. Change the lights, please. Pow.
Bears defense is playing well. Bears defense is playing very stout this evening.
I think we just looked over the fact that Rich has a lighting guy with him right now.
Every time my turn on pick, he changes the colors for me.
I like it.
All right, with this next pick, I'm gonna ride the train, ride the Guardians, where it coincides with Jack Frost. That is my next pick. Is the movie Jack Frost?
Is that with the heck's his name? Batman? The guy
Yes.
from Batman? Yeah.
What is it?
Yep. That one's kind of a tearjerker.
It's a good one, though.
Keaton.
It is a good one.
Yeah. I was thinking of the other guy that's in it, the scrawny little guy. I don't know.
Let's just go with the scrawny little guy.
Yeah, the scrawny little guy. It's a good one though. It's a good pick.
All 4 of mine are good picks.
Okay. Uncle Steve.
oh Lord, the list is really short at this point.
Yeah, save us from this awkward silence.
Okay. Once again, it's holiday, not Christmas.
I love it. Steve has
and you guys have said Bill Murray twice already, but got the wrong best holiday movie for Bill Murray was in. So I'm going to go with Groundhog Days.
That's what holiday is that?
Groundhog Day.
Oh yeah.
It's actually a minor holiday. It's not a major holiday. It is a minor holiday. I googled it before I put it down.
He goes, what holiday is that?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on to Uncle Steve here. He's just naming days that are like holidays and saying, I want the movie that's named after that day.
Hey, it's actually a pretty good movie. If you've ever seen it.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
I was thinking of another Bill Murray movie whenever you said that, so never mind.
Well,
good. Yeah, it's a great pick. All right, Mike. Mike is up for 2.
Okay, so my first one coming up, and I can't believe it's still just kind of hanging out there, is Mickey's Christmas Carol, because that to me is the best Christmas Carol, is Mickey's.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that I was gonna take this last round, and decided since 2 other versions have been taken, I better hold off.
Yeah, I'm just padding my list for everybody to vote for on Twitter. They're gonna see that Mickey's Christmas Carol, they're gonna see that Christmas Vacation. They're gonna be like, dude, this is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer right here. My other one is kind of an obscure one. Not a whole lot of people I know have heard of it, but The Night Before with Seth Rogen. It's a really good one. That cracks me up. Yeah.
I just wrote that one down, you son of a nice
Beep.
So I haven't seen that one yet. It's on our short list to see soon.
Yeah, dude, definitely watch that one. It's funny.
All right, Uncle Steve, you got any left?
All right. Well, I'll jump back to Christmas here. I got one final Christmas one on my list, and it's Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman, the classic.
My list is about empty.
Very good.
That was my
on
number
list.
10 on the list, Steve. That was a good pick.
Oh, thank you.
Light guy, please. Thank you very much. And with this next pick, the Frito Bandito himself will be making this pick. And that is Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas.
Another good one.
That is a good one. My kids love that one.
These are the picks I thought you would be taking in the first couple rounds, John. Like Mickey's Christmas Carol, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I didn't think that.
My draft is absolutely stout. And we're talking Christmas. We're not just talking Disney. These are the movies I picked were excellent movies.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna keep it classic here. I'm gonna go with the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The
animated version?
The cartoon, yeah, the animated.
Yeah, I was hoping that came back to me, to be honest. I was kind of upset the Grinch got away from me, but I was hoping the animated one would come back. Because I think that's the better version.
Yeah, I like the Jim Carrey version better myself, but that one was already taken, and this was definitely still next on my list. All right.
So I missed the memo on it being holiday movies rather than just Christmas movies. So I'm patiently Googling as we sit here, and I've just found one which I feel like I have to go now, which is actually based around Thanksgiving. So first Thanksgiving off the board, I think.
Yeah.
And it's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
that's one of the greatest comedies of all time, regardless of holidays.
It is awesome.
All right, I'm up.
Well, John Candy. Yep.
All right, I'm going to bring Disney into it since you've been pushing me to.
There you
and
go.
This one is Coco. Coco is a celebration of El Dia de los Muertos. Right,
Love
Rich?
it. Love
Did I
it.
pronounce it well? I don't know. Maybe.
Dia de Muerte.
The Day of the Dead.
There
all
you
right?
go. Dia de Muerte.
Let me go.
Did I spell it right, or is there an A or an E at the end?
It's just C-O-C-O. Coco.
That's it.
And now is it
Great movie. Great movie. Love it.
capital C or
Just A, capital
That's it.
C, and then the next one is regular C.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. So, all right.
I'm disappointed in you. I'm about to take you off screen.
Well, easy. I can't see that screen, so I don't know how to pull me back up. All right, George.
So there is a classic holiday movie that is still on the board, but I'm going to skip it. I have a feeling. I don't think Joe's going to take it. I think it will make it back to me. So I'm going to go with Krampus
Ooh.
because
Oh,
that is
yeah.
an amazing movie. Absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
We just watched it last night. It was on my list.
Yeah.
All right. So so I tell you what, after Joe goes here, we'll do one more round coming back. Does that sound about right for everyone?
Yeah. So
One,
Because I
man,
got
I'm
two
ready.
more
I'm
on my
ready to
list.
go for.
Yeah, I've got 2 more
Oh,
rounds. I
wait a
reckon.
minute, John. You jumped in here saying you had 4 rounds and then you was split.
I
Hey,
thought I didn't know my taste was so much different than your guys' taste. I got like 4 or 5 selections left.
All right. So show of hands. Do we want to go 2?
No.
Well, I
I
can't see
got
the
2
screen.
left in the chamber, and that's it.
If we go,
That's all. That's about what I got too.
yeah, I've got 1 left on my list.
Okay, so that's 3 guys that are completely unfestive. So
This is the closest I've come to missing a primetime football game all year.
all right, so we'll just do one more round after this, and we'll call it a draft, but and then we'll do like a summary, and I'll follow up and we'll discuss each person's picks. So Joe, what do you got for your next 2 picks?
Yes. So and before that, real quick, not to joke around, but I joined you guys this year a few months back through Coach. And I just want to thank all of you for allowing me to be on this team. And we're doing the Dash of DFS show every Thursday night, and I absolutely freaking love doing it. And I think we're going to bring on some other stuff with me next year, even more so. But I just really appreciate it. So I just want to say quickly, Merry Christmas to all of you, and thank you guys really much for including me. I love being a part of the team.
Thanks, Joe.
Love you, Joe. I'm glad you joined us this year, man. For what it's worth, you've been a great addition to the team, my man.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Very heartwarming.
you're so much better than John gave you credit for.
That's funny. Oh, good. That's more effing with his OCD that I will do in our doc notes.
Oh man. Yep.
All right. So last 2. So I'm gonna stay comedy. Daddy's Home is my first one. That is Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. It's a pretty good one.
Oh, that is good. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
And then my last one, I'm between 2. But I'm actually going to go, even though I feel like it would be cooler to say 1, I'm going to go with the less cool one, but I actually thought it was a pretty good movie. 4 Christmases with Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's a pretty good one, too, for, your charming Christmas comedy. So those are my final 2.
Yeah, very funny. Yep, absolutely.
Thanks again.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, so I'm up. My team, I'm sorry, guys. Let me stack the team. There's still 1 sleeper that was left on the board, and you guys have been gracious enough to let me end this with a powerhouse. It is world famous that made plays from this. I'm going to go with the Nutcracker.
Okay. Now, what version of the Nutcracker are you talking here? Like the movie?
No, I am going with the theater. It's a play. The Broadway play, the Nutcracker.
All right, very good. Because there's with our viewership, there's 5 people out there that have actually seen Broadway. So, good job.
That's okay. When you say the Nutcracker, everybody knows. Oh, I know what that is.
Everybody knows the Nutcracker.
You're right.
All right.
You're right.
This one's very hard for me because, like I said, I have a few selections left, and one of them is near and dear to my childhood, but one is also the other option is the mic drop, and I think I should go with the mic drop to put the exclamation point on my draft, and that's Jaws, the 4th of July. I mean, the 4th of July, hell of a holiday. Jaws, hell of a movie, classic. So I'm going to throw Jaws on there as a holiday movie because it is. And they're not going to close the beaches down because it's a holiday. And they should have closed the beaches down because that's what Chief Brody said to do. They didn't listen to him. And look what happened. Lots of people died, kids bleeding in the ocean. Not good. We're going to need a bigger boat.
Very good. Nice pick. Nice pick. Let's see. Andrew, your final pick to round out your draft. Let's see what you got.
I've still got a fairly big list here, but I reckon I might just mix it up and go for an Easter movie. because I haven't picked an Easter movie yet. So I'm going to go Hop.
Hop. All right. I can dig it.
Russell Brand.
My niece and nephew made me watch that one time when I was babysitting. It was actually I ended up enjoying it more than them.
That's how I am with the Lorax and my daughter, dude. I watch the Lorax all the time. She doesn't even pay attention. I love that movie.
That one's
Great
movie too. Yeah.
Another one where the book is it's long. Good book though.
Was that Dr. Seuss?
Yes.
Yep.
It was a long one. He had long
Yeah,
books?
man. He's like when you're reading to a child, there's a length of book that starts to feel like it's long, and that's
like more than 4 words a page. You're bummed
yeah,
out.
the Lorax has a lot of pages. It's not like a 20-minute thing, but it just of his books, that's one of the longer ones.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, I was giving a lot of you guys a hard time for extending this out to specials and commercials, but here I am. I'm going to be the first one to actually take a commercial, and only because it's a classic. I know everybody knows it, but it is the M&M's meeting Santa Claus. When they say, "Oh my God!" Oh no, he does exist, and then he looks down at them and says, "They do exist," and then they both pass out. So M&M's.
Justin, you start talking about M&M's in commercials, and all of a sudden we get some very interesting comments in the chat. So,
Whoa!
I don't know.
Can't see it.
Hello, Love Face. Welcome to the chat.
Love Face is in here. He loves M&M's.
Nice.
Very much.
All right. Hey, well, don't forget to vote on Twitter later on tonight.
Love Face XYZ. Lori's not happy.
Lori is not happy with the Love Face.
No.
What?
All right,
With my pick.
Justin.
All right, Rich, what do you got?
I need you guys to go make me one screen because I'm going to try to make this work.
Say what?
Bring me up as full screen.
Okay.
Because this is my pick right here. I'm going to see if this will work.
Wait for him to make sure I want to get the full effect of this.
All right.
Whatever you're trying to do.
I'm going to see if this will work.
Justin's making it happen. He's got 1,000. We're in the Matrix right now, currently, everybody, if you're watching. And Justin,
what the hell are we doing? I stepped away for a minute.
I don't know.
We're in the Matrix.
Rich has to throw a wrench into everything. Oh, it's because you're up at the very top. I can't get to the.
Can we do it or no?
Let me see.
There we go. All right. Let me know if you guys can see this and hear this. But this is my final pick, and this is how I'll be dropping my mic.
The Coca-Cola bear?
There you go. Coca-Cola bear.
Was that another commercial?
It is. Yeah. It's the Coca-Cola Polar Bear commercials. Christmas time. That's what we're talking about.
Like it. Classic.
I love it.
All right. Nice. Very, very nice pick. Luckily, I was able to block Love Face, the stripper that was on here before my wife opened a can of whoop ass.
Love Face. That's my husband. I hear her in the background.
Yeah, that's my beautiful bride ready to kick some ass. All right, so Rich went with the polar bear Coca-Cola commercial. Oh, I probably should put
with the penguins because there's like 100 of them.
When
I think there's
when you started saying you were going to go commercial, man, I thought you were going to steal my thunder.
No, I took the best one.
They're both good. They're such good commercials that we all know exactly. You know, there's movies that we've all liked that others haven't even watched, but those commercials are we all know exactly. You know, so great selection.
We've all seen them, and we've all tried to fast forward through them.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really upset we're not going like 4 more rounds.
I think we go back and then let people quit if they want to quit.
We can auto draft them. We'll auto draft them from the bottom of the back of my list.
Oh, that's not fair because then people's going to vote.
Hey, my picks are amazing.
Well, mine are too.
Hey, just so you know, the last on my list, your auto pick would be Independence Day. That would get some votes. And it's
Yeah.
right.
Well, actually,
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to get to. If you guys would let me get to it.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Never mind.
rebels.
It's Independence Day.
He loves Will Smith. Steve loves Will Smith. The first thing
Well,
he did
I
when we got
got
to
Christmas
Canton.
covered. I got Halloween covered. I got Easter covered. I got Groundhog Day covered.
Right, well,
and now I got 4th of July
When
covered.
he got to Canton and when
So
he
I
was
got the
assigned his
holiday
room,
list.
he took out his Will Smith poster, threw it on the wall, and he was all set and laid back in the bed with his hands behind his head. He was ready. He was ready to draft that day.
Hey, I'm a big Will Smith fan.
Okay, so I guess that brings me back up. So I'm going to start off with the worst Christmas movie of all time, the very, very worst Christmas special there ever was, but it's so bad it's good, and that's the Star Wars Christmas special.
Okay, I didn't even know they had a
Mike's
Christmas
going for
special.
Oh my God, watch it as soon as you can.
Mike's going for the Star Wars fan count. I think we all just got screwed.
Yeah,
Disney
I think
Plus,
that's
check
what
it
he's
out.
doing.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so bad though.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's so bad.
Awful.
Yeah, it's just horrible. But you have to watch.
Do you know that they did another special recently? And they filmed it, not like it wasn't completely Star Wars. It was mostly to promote Disney with their new Star Wars themed resort or hotel experience thing. And it got such bad reviews that they didn't just edit it, they completely removed it. And they aired it like 3 weeks ago. They shelved it. Done. So for some reason they're cursed. Star Wars holiday specials are cursed.
That's awesome. Yeah, they don't make it out there the way they should, especially like as big and good as that franchise is. For sure. Are we going one more round then?
No, we're good.
Steve, I'm texting you the rest of my list, so you can choose from that if you want.
Go ahead, Mike. Dirty jobs. You can choose to. I mean, if I was out of picks, I would just say.
Hey, tell you what.
I'd let the rest of you draft.
Hey, we'll do this. How about this? I'll cut it off right here at the Star Wars Christmas special when it comes to the voting on Twitter. But the rest of us that want to keep drafting can keep drafting because we're having fun with it.
I mean, I think it's strength of draft. So I don't think it has to be numbers based. Like if you pick 3 selections and you had like 3 awesome selections, you still might get votes.
Well, I would have won after the 4th round.
Well, you still may with strength of draft.
Okay, so I guess I'll go. I'm ready to go one more round. Hold on, let me pull up my list again here. We had it. No, I just said that one. Oh, that one's been said. Oh, mine might not. Office Christmas Party, Krampus got said. Let's see. A really scary one, Black Christmas from 1974.
Tell me about it.
That's
I've never
an
heard of it.
excellent movie. That's an excellent
That's
movie.
a scary movie. Yeah, it's a good one. It's an older one, but still good. What do
Is
you
there
got?
a newer one called Black Christmas?
There is.
There's a Christmas song called Last Christmas that I could sing to you if you want.
Well, yeah, go for it. Let's hear the parts.
Afterwards. And actually, you know what? Loveface.xyz sent me $15, and I'm going to sing it to her after the show. That's my rate.
That's your rate.
And with that, guys, I'm going to have to bail out. I'm going to go knock this little one out, but you guys have fun. Thank you so much for having me, and it was such a good time.
All right, later on, man. See you Thursday, Mike.
Thanks for bringing her on. She's the highlight.
Heck yeah, she's fun, man. You guys have a good night. Merry Christmas to y'all.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, John, you and I are still coming on tomorrow night, right? With me?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
All right. I did have one more thing left on my list. Okay. It's not really a movie, not really a commercial. It's more of a holiday special.
Okay.
And again, it's 4th of July related. But if anybody ever watched Duck Dynasty, they had a 4th of July special.
That's
that noise.
That was very on brand, Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve, Duck Dynasty, 4th of July. I mean, I don't think you could have ended
this is
your
why.
draft
This is
any
why.
more
Let me
on
get
brand.
to my point first. Let me
I'm
get
with
to my
it.
point.
Go ahead.
Okay. There was part of this where they honored Uncle Si for being a veteran. And he had a very good veteran speech, and it was just kind of touching to all the veterans out there. And I really kind of enjoyed it a lot. So
There you
that's
go.
why it's on my list.
I like it.
Kirk Cousins
Uncle
just got
Si.
strip sacked, but the Vikings recovered it.
I would not picture Uncle Si having a heartfelt speech, so I might have to
They
Google it.
they had his stuff in a museum in the little areas where he lives in. They honored him.
That's cool.
Interception. The Bears just picked off Cousins. They're at the 50, the 40. There's 48 seconds left, so they're about 10 yards from field goal range with 2 timeouts, down 10-3. By the way, this is a football.
Wow, there wasn't anybody in. What? It looked like he punted it to him.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. Ugly.
Wow, that is insane. All right, so since Steve actually did have a pick, Joe and George, do you guys have one more that you can throw out there? We can make this official.
I do.
Are we just gonna skip over me?
I think Joe he either has us muted, but let's see. He's the last pick anyway. So if he's done, he's done.
All right. Yeah, I was just checking because they were the ones that didn't know if they could go again. Rich, I wasn't skipping you.
I got you.
Go for it. You're up.
So I am going. If you guys have not seen it, because I have not seen it, my daughter told me to put this one on the list because I'm going to get tons of votes. Annabelle's Wish.
Annabelle's
Annabelle?
Wish.
That was Campy's next pick.
Let me know if I didn't spell that right, Rich.
Throw an E on the end of Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Annabelle, she's Italian.
Right on. Oh, okay,
Google
so
it afterwards, because that's what I'm doing.
All right, I'm up. All right. So again, I took. I haven't taken a Christmas special yet, but I feel like I need to. I feel like I've gotten away from trying to get votes, and I need to get back on that again because the all of Michael Bublé's Christmas special.
What?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, never mind. I didn't want to say that. I meant to say.
What?
You guys haven't seen Michael Bublé's Christmas special?
I think you just ruined your list.
Nope, I tell you what, you guys need to watch it. Like I'm telling you, that's a vote getter right there. Well, the only
that
problem
was probably the first time and last time Michael Bublé will ever be mentioned on Toilets and Titles.
The only problem with that.
I'm bringing it up all the time.
It's not really the vote getter for our demographic. So maybe that was a horrible thing.
Are you taking a soundtrack?
Yeah.
I did.
Now he said music's not allowed.
He's already got it down.
Yeah, it looks like it's a soundtrack. I think that's breaking.
Justin, I think we need to make Lori a moderator. I think that's what they're called.
So I'm trying to block this person, but it's not letting me.
So some big YouTube channels, they'll actually have people that have moderator status, and they can go through and cut people out. So Lori, you've been promoted.
I keep hitting block. Oh, you know what? I bet that's on the actual YouTube itself.
Yeah, I can do it.
All right, am I up?
I'm a moderator.
All right, thanks.
No, I am.
Oh, Campy, you jerk.
So we're getting to this. Yeah, so I've still got some proper Christmas movies, but from the list, there was a few movies that I was like, I don't know if that's a Christmas movie or not, but they're good movies. So I'm just gonna chuck one in anyway. And I think the one I'm gonna pick here is Edward Scissorhands.
That's an excellent choice.
What holiday?
Great job.
Christmas, based around Christmas.
It's Christmas. Yep.
See, I asked my family if that was a Christmas movie, and they all was like, "No." Like,
well,
okay.
Your family's wrong, Uncle Steve.
No, I don't know.
Is it really? You probably asked.
And you guys think Die Hard, where they go around killing people's Christmas movie too?
Justin, here's a recommendation for
right.
some of these movies. In parentheses, when you put it up to vote, put what holiday they represent. Just
well,
so
I was going to color coordinate it.
Smart. You're freaking.
How are you going to do that with my first pick? Which one are you going to go with?
Pink.
It's going to be rainbow.
That's a Christmas movie. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie. It's got Christmas in the title.
It's about 50-50 on that, actually.
It's Christmas. 100% Christmas.
I don't know. I'll figure something out. All right. Who we got next? John.
All right, I'm gonna paint a scene for you guys. All right, there's 12-year-old John, maybe 11-year-old John is sitting on his couch with a hot cup of cocoa, and it's Saturday nighttime, 7 o'clock, and he's just settling in for the holidays. And his favorite TV show comes on, and that's the Rugrats, and they have their Hanukkah special. And I'm not Jewish. I didn't know much about Hanukkah, and they had a Christmas special. But for some reason, this Hanukkah special really spoke to me, and I enjoyed it, and I look forward to it. There was nothing like your favorite shows growing up having a holiday special, and this one did. And that's my final selection, the Rugrats Hanukkah special.
Great pick. I was a big fan of Rugrats. So now here's the thing, though. Since they're Jewish, I don't want to offend anybody. Do I put holiday special or Hanukkah special?
It's called, the title of the show is the Rugrats Hanukkah special.
Okay. Then while you have that pulled up, how do you spell Hanukkah?
I don't know. Let me look up. Google, give me a second.
That's definitely not it.
It's HANUKKAH.
I think you're wrong, but we'll go with that.
No, it says it's actually called a Rugrats. It's called a Rugrats Chanukah. That's CHANUKKAH.
CHAN what?
UKAH. It's called a Rugrats Hanukkah.
All right. Hey, it is a great pick. I do remember seeing that. I was a big Rugrats fan growing up, so Chucky
got along.
Personally,
I like Chucky too, man.
Yeah. All right, George Reed, to fill out the end of your draft here. What do you got?
So every December 7th, I make a Facebook post and a Twitter post in remembrance of those who lost their lives in Pearl Harbor. And so I'm going to honor those people with Pearl Harbor, the movie.
Like it. That definitely counts.
It's a holiday. It's National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Is the holiday.
If I can go with Jaws, you can go with Pearl Harbor.
Hey, if I get the day off, it's a holiday. So you got it. All right, Joe. Joe, are you still with us?
He is not. So he's done.
Okay, so he's auto draft. He gets my last.
So for Joe, his final auto draft, let's give him Born on the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah, good one.
Well, if it's a good one,
it's too good. It's too good.
I don't think he needs to have a final selection.
That was my other pick.
He forfeited. I would just write in forfeit. He had time to prepare. He knew the show was going. He doesn't have an extra. He forfeits.
He just finishes saying thank you for having me on and everything, and then you just like poo him like he's not going to be back on now. He's going to move on.
Pick either. This isn't. Hey, I auto picked him here because that's what I said before the last round. That if we did that, I would just auto pick the last of my list, and it's also my wife's favorite movie, Christmas movie of all time. She watched it growing up, and it literally was the last left on my list since Independence Day went. So Joe gets The Night They Saved Christmas. So
I think we should give him the Grumpy Cat's worst Christmas ever.
we could give that to him down here and go another round.
No.
He is on deck.
All right. Let's recap this thing because I think we're pushing halftime, aren't we? Is it halftime?
Yes, now? I need to go and live my life.
All right. So are you leaving?
No, I'm gonna let you recap this thing, man. And
okay.
I want to hear how good my team sounds.
All right. So Joe,
you might want to go then.
Start with Joe and work our way back here. Joe went with Home Alone in the first round, which was certainly the more superior of the Home Alones by a general consensus of this draft board.
Yeah.
The Office Christmas Party. Admittedly, I have not seen this yet, but I will say that I did have the Office Christmas special, the one where what's his name? Michael. The one where Michael during the White Elephant Christmas gift is trying to steal a really great gift because he went over the spending limit, and then he was trying to say that this is how much I love you guys. How much do you only love me this much? And he held up oven mitts that he got. So it was a classic, hilarious show. But what am I doing, Joe? I'm doing Joe's recap, not my leftovers. Let's see, Ghostbusters, classic. Christmas with the Cranks. He went funny here for a stretch. With Christmas with the Cranks, Daddy's Home, 4 Christmases, and The Night They Saved Christmas. So how strong do we think this team is going to be in the polls? Yeah, not great.
Fart noises. How old are we?
Not gonna lie. But hey, this is Toilet Societal, so I guess if we're gonna give them ratings,
fart noises.
Good way to do
it. There are levels of fart noises. That's our ranking system.
All right.
I'll give him 2 deuces for that.
2 deuces.
That's actually a good rating. And for those listening at home that aren't aware of our rating scale, 2 deuces is actually Rich enjoys Joe's picks there.
We need to fit that ratings into the show somehow.
We just
All right, George. George has A Christmas Carol, the 1984 version. Die Hard, Miracle on 34th Street, also the original version of Miracle on 34th Street. Ernest Saved Christmas, which is one of my all-time favorites. Krampus, which is one of the few good horror films or scary movies of Christmas. The Nutcracker, which makes me feel uncomfortable. And Pearl Harbor, obviously, for multiple reasons there. Great pick, and not just because when I was in high school they used to say that I looked like Ben Affleck.
You still look like Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
Did
you go to a blind school, Justin?
Hey, I'm telling you what, if Ben Affleck ever becomes old and fat, I am the sexy version of him. So, all right.
I can see it.
What's our rating with George here?
I like it. Very classic, nostalgic, solid selections.
I'll give it 2 deuces.
That's
It'd be all right if it didn't have Die Hard.
He went pretty classic here.
I rate that 5 flushes.
5 flushes. 2 deuces, 5 flushes.
All right. John, Home Alone 2, the Grinch Jim Carrey version, the better of the Grinches, in my opinion.
It is. It's the best.
Hocus Pocus, an all-time favorite as a child, Muppets Christmas Carol. Coco, I've never seen that, but Jaws obviously was a classic movie that I should have thought of and didn't, kind of kicking myself in the butt for that one. And then, of course, the Rugrats Hanukkah special. So we kind of hit a couple different holidays there. Not like what Uncle Steve did, but what's our rating here, Rich? How many deuces does John get?
I'll give him a deuce.
1 deuce.
1 deuce. Jeez. I was waiting on you to say 3, and I was going to ask you what kind of rating you'd give him if he wasn't here to see it. But dang,
I look forward to beating you, Rich.
John doesn't even want to win the polls. He just wants to beat Rich now.
Wait till we get to mine.
Just my list is so good. I just want to leave so I can go watch all those movies.
Oh, there you go. Do we still have Andrew on the line with us?
Yeah, he's trying to locate your blind school.
All right, Andrew, Bad Santa, great pick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He kind of reminds me of Bad Santa.
Yeah, kind of. Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, I can see a little Billy Bob Thornton in Andrew.
Yeah. And the name kind of reminded me of another movie that I had on the list, Bad Mom's Christmas. We just watched it recently. That was pretty hilarious.
That's where. So that explains where Loveface came from.
Why is that?
Bad Mom's Christmas.
Oh, Bad Mom. That's it. Oh, speaking of which, by the way, if you guys watch A Bad Mom's Christmas, the part where those male strippers are up on the bar, the guy to the far left, I Googled him at one point, but he's actually a fantasy football guy. Like, I found him on Twitter, his DMs weren't open, so I wasn't able to ask him to come on the show. But the real big guy, that was dancing, that was obviously just there as a joke. Yeah, Sexy Santa #1 in the cast. I was trying to get him on for this draft. I thought that would be hilarious. So,
What? I thought I was Sexy Santa.
well, you're only #1 in our hearts, Rich. not on the movie. So, let's see. Jingle All the Way flew under the radar for me. Like, I completely forgot about that one, but that's a great pick. I watched that several times as a kid. The classic Little Drummer Boy, the Polar Express. I was gonna take that round, and he sniped me. Great pick there. I did not even consider Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but I should have. Great Thanksgiving movie. Hop and Edward Scissorhands to round that out. What do you guys think of this team?
I think it's a solid team. I would give it three turds.
3 turds.
3 turds. Yep. It kind of hits several different holidays. Yeah.
That ain't too bad.
Yep. Kind of scared to
my
see
number 2, Bad Santa.
Yeah, you're number 2.
Yeah.
After the Nightmare on Elm Street, the Nightmare Before Christmas. So you didn't have Christmas Vacation or Elf in your top 2?
My top 2 was Nightmare Before Christmas and Halloween, and I got both of them.
Okay, so where did Christmas Vacation and Elf fall?
National Lampoons was 5, and Elf was on down a little ways.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Elf was like 15.
Wow. So you really don't have a sense of humor.
He hates Christmas.
I actually love Christmas.
Official. Uncle Steve hates Christmas.
It's actually, I love it. I get in trouble all the time because I don't stop buying stuff.
Yeah, no, you know what?
Steve.
Also, no lie. When I was a kid, like, I absolutely loved Christmas 1,000 times more when Uncle Steve was old enough to get a job. he took care of us nieces and nephews for sure. Like there was one year I showed up to school and I had new shoes, new jacket. I had this nice weightlifting belt for football and some nice gloves. Like I was style, and he hooked me up.
Uncle Steve, what a guy!
Yeah.
All right, and now he's just a grumpy old man.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
All right,
he's like Elf's dad in Elf. This is almost like we're watching Elf live.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I really don't even remember watching Elf. To be honest, I just remember bits and pieces, but that's about it.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna drop from the stream.
All right, man.
Speaking of elves, I need to go move the elves on the shelf and then go to sleep. All right, so I will catch you all later on. George, it was nice seeing you, man. Everybody else, I'll be talking to you, Justin, tomorrow night, Tuesday, 8:30. Toilets to Titles. Tune in. Get ready for us to help you set those playoff lineups. All right, take care, everybody.
Playoffs.
I almost clicked end broadcast to leave. So good thing it hit that button that it said, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "I am not sure." All right, I'm leaving the correct way. Take care.
All right, later. Yeah, Andrew did that to me once. All right. So now my draft. I have A Christmas Story, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original animated version, Gremlins, The Christmas Chronicles, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original animated, Eminem's Meeting Santa commercial, and Michael Bublé's Christmas Special, which I really kind of regret now. So,
one dude just for that.
For what it's worth, if you guys like music and you have heart and soul, you should really listen. You should really not listen. You should really watch the Michael Bublé special. It's on YouTube. So anyhow, what do you guys think of my draft other than that last pick?
All I can think about is that last pick.
Yeah, dude, because of that last pick, I'm going to give it 2 kidney stones.
2 kidney stones? Holy shit.
Damn. That sounds painful.
Man. I'm trying to think of okay, you know what? I did screw up. I should have ended it with Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights.
You should have.
You should have ended it with anything else.
Adam Sandler. So I saw his stand-up comedy before his pretty much his 8 Crazy Nights stand-up comedy routine when I was in high school. So that's what I was trying to Google and find. And then my wife ended up showing me that there was an actual movie of that, animated movie. I watched it. It was hilarious. So the little old man on there was perfect, but I should have went that direction. I'm kicking myself, but all right.
But
Other than that,
it ain't too bad though. Other than that,
No, it's
Yeah,
not bad. It's not
I
bad.
have the best draft even with that. So Rich,
well, we'll see.
Rich got my 102 with the 103, and then that was Elf, obviously, and then Scrooged, Rise of the Guardians. I have never seen Jack Frost, which was kind of under the radar, so nice pick there. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, completely underrated and should have been picked several rounds before that. The Polar Bears commercial with the penguins, and whatever Annabelle's wish is, but his daughter thinks that he's going to get votes from that. So just
My
like
rating on that one is called a royal flush.
because it's the biggest deuce there is.
There you go.
All right. So Rich gave himself his rating there. So not bad. I think what might hurt you in the votes is getting some of these more obscure ones like the Rise of the Guardians and Annabelle's Wish, kind of like my Michael Bublé. So
just because you guys haven't seen it doesn't mean the whole world hasn't. Those are great movies.
Well, I mean, 7 out of 8 is kind of a big amount of people there. That's
Go watch Rise of the Guardians, and you're gonna be amazed.
I'm sure. Yeah, definitely. I wrote it down. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm just saying our sample size here is kind of against you on that one. But otherwise, I really like it. Like Bill Murray, I actually even had Bill Murray's Christmas Carol one on there on my list. I can't remember exactly what it's called. What was that?
Well, what really hurts Rich's team there is the team right to his left.
Oh yeah. Well, A Very Murray Christmas is the one I was trying to think of. That was actually a pretty good one too. So anything with Bill Murray is going to be hilarious. All right, Uncle Steve, he's ready to talk about his team here.
Bill Murray was also in Scrooged, which was his second pick.
Right, I know. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot of these where Bill Murray was in.
Yeah, that's why I said anything with Bill Murray is going to be a great one. All
Hey
right,
guys, I'm out. Y'all have a great night.
All right, Rich. Merry Christmas to you, buddy.
Stay Rich. Have a Merry Christmas.
All right, Uncle Steve, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Great pick. It is a great pick for sure. Everybody thought it was when you took it.
It's the only one you really watch 2 times a year, Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen it twice total, but okay. Halloween I have seen several times, and definitely every Halloween if I get the chance I watch it. So great holiday movie.
It's a great pick. It's a great pick. I just think there's a lot of movies that were taken after it that are better than it. That's the only problem.
Right,
I don't know.
Going with your style here, the technique that you did, maybe you probably could have gotten Halloween a few rounds later, but it does actually kind of fit the mold of the technique that you were going for. So you have several different holidays here. You got 2 from Independence Day and Groundhog Day, Halloween, the Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a little bit of everything, and then a few Christmas in there to appease the voters. So
very diverse selections.
Yeah, I think this one will get a lot of.
That's what I was trying for.
It'll get a lot of votes for the people that are attempting to, or for the people that actually see the rule and the way that the whole all holidays sort of thing. I think that'll get a lot of those votes. It'll lose a lot of votes for the people that are just strictly looking at it for the Christmas movies.
But make sure you put listed as holidays movies, like we were told.
I am, and I'm going to put all holidays. I'll put it in there.
Okay.
I'll word it right for you. It still probably isn't going to help. All right, Mike.
Hey, I think now come on, it's underrated there. The It's a Wonderful Life there is actually, like I said, it was number 1 on the Rotten Tomatoes list. So I was like, really? But okay, I'll go with it.
Yeah, I love it. I love that movie. I try to watch it every year for Christmas. Absolutely. I can't get away with it much because I think I'm the only one in the house that cares for black and white movies. But I love It's a Wonderful Life. It's a great movie.
Okay.
All right, Mike. Mike, Christmas Vacation, obviously the 101. You were so lucky to get that I think as from the sounds of it, you were probably the only one that would not, or I mean, Steve was the only one that probably would not have taken Christmas Vacation with the 101. I think overall consensus, you got lucky there.
I wouldn't have taken Christmas Vacation first.
Really? All right.
I would have gone with the Christmas Carol. That's my number one. For me personally, that's my number one Christmas movie.
You did say that during the draft because I remember thinking you were crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I am crazy.
And I also just now realized, since I can't see the screen, I completely forgot that Mike said bye to us a long time ago, and I was actually talking to him. I was kind of wondering why he wasn't talking back. Charlie Brown Christmas, all-time favorite here in this household. We watch it every year. Unfortunately, we can't this year because we quit watching DVDs and some other channel bought out the rights to it, so you actually have to pay to see it now. So that sucks.
Really?
Let's see. Yeah. Like you can't. It's not on regular television. It's on one of those streaming apps, and they bought the rights, so it's only on the streaming apps, and it's ridiculous. That's a monopoly there. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. The Santa Claus, another great pick, classic there for guys of our age. Let's see, Mickey's Christmas Carol, which was, in my opinion, probably the absolute best Christmas Carol, especially for nostalgic reasons. I think, and I kept pushing it off because other Christmas carols were being taken, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it this round no matter what, and he sniped me. So. Let's see, The Night Before. I haven't seen that yet. I've heard that it's great. I've heard it's funny. So we're gonna watch that soon. It's on our list.
It's a good movie.
Star Wars. Who drafts anything Star Wars related? I mean, like I wouldn't take a Star Wars movie if this were a Star Wars movie draft. So, nope. And then Black Christmas. I haven't seen that either. So he chose a lot of stuff that towards the end of the draft I didn't like, and at the top, like I think his draft is definitely top heavy. So if people don't scroll down a whole lot when they vote, then he might get enough votes to stay in this.
Yeah, he started strong and then faded as it went on.
Yep. So yeah, so I'm gonna color code these, and I'll get this posted up tonight, and we'll start the votes, and I guess really the winner gets bragging rights or whatever. But yeah, let me clear this off here. All right. So, and then there were 4. Oh, man, I'm just now seeing Campy's background. Look at that. I like it.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I like it. And then the old guys have clocks to show time flying.
My clock hasn't moved the whole time we've been sitting here.
I don't think mine has either.
And then, oh, man, I completely forgot. I had all this ready to go just in case. I had several different ones picked because I didn't know which pick I was going to end up in the first round, but I was going to change my screen to this. A Christmas Story. I completely missed it. But hey, at least you guys got to see the Ralphie. All right. I tell you what, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. Campy, were you able to block that user?
Yes, I believe so. So yeah, I think we're all good there.
Because when I do it on the StreamYard, it only blocks on the StreamYard, I think, and only that comment. So if we can block that account altogether, then it won't come up again. If we can block it on YouTube. But all right, cool. So
all right. Merry Christmas, you guys. I'm out of here.
Merry Christmas. Appreciate you, Uncle Steve. We'll see you. Yeah. We'll see you on Christmas.
All right. We'll see you guys.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Steve.
Later. All right, so I guess we go about our business and watch some football now. So I appreciate you guys coming on, man. You have no idea like how excited I've been for this. I'm trying to throw together in my mind a list of different things. Since it's the off season, I might start this being like a bi-weekly or a monthly thing where I have a random draft just to have fun with it. So in my opinion, this was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we can come up with some stakes for to put up to risk like I don't know, like a Twitter avatar bet or something in the future. But anyway, appreciate you guys. You guys have a great night. Oh, actually, George, is there anything that you want to prop up while you're on with us?
Yeah, actually, so if you don't follow me on Twitter, please do. My handle is right there. I'm getting ready to start. So if you don't know, every year I do our Toys for Tots stuff. This year we raised and purchased a little over $7,200 for Toys for Tots. We actually officially kick off our fundraising drive starting the first week of the playoffs. So if you're interested, I'm doing a playoff tournament. It's going to be either $10 or $15 to enter. I'm probably going to keep it at $10. That's what it's been the last few years. It's not a whole lot of money, so this way you can easily afford it. Winner is going to get a Keenan Allen jersey, and I'll post all the rules and all that once I actually am able to get on MFL and set the website up. But normally it's like 40 or 50 people enter, and it's just a good time. It's just more fantasy to do during the playoffs, and it'll run straight through the Super Bowl. So it's a fun little challenge. You got to start 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends, 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and 2 flex. And you can only start 1 player from each team. So if like you're starting Patrick Mahomes, you cannot start any other Chief at all throughout the rest of the playoffs. And each round, everybody will lose players. It's fun. It's a challenge trying to set the lineup. And typically, I've never had anybody set the exact same lineup that's won it. Typically, there's 1 or 2 differences. You want to get in there and kind of vary it yourself, so you don't have a straight chalk lineup like everybody else, because then 7 people are going to have it. So it's kind of like a little bit of DSF, but it's elimination style. It's a good time. It's fun. So if you're interested in that, just hit me up on Twitter. I'll be starting to take donations for that probably the next week or 2.
And I'm actually in one of your charity leagues for the Kenny Galladay. I don't remember if that's for a football or a jersey. Do you remember?
That's a jersey.
Okay, Kenny Galladay jersey. Because my son's a big Lions fan, and I agreed to do it for the following year before I found out that he was no longer going to be a Lion. But it is what it is. So, but anyhow, so here's my complaint about that league. Last year, I was the 2 seed going into the playoffs, and I wound up getting beat in the finals by the 5 seed because my team fell on its face. This year, I'm the 1 seed. So clearly I'm doing well with these leagues, right? You would think. But I am currently projected to lose by 9 points to the number 8 seed in that league. So this team is only 500, and I was 11-3, and because of COVID and because of the fact that Carson Wentz, the Colts finally decided to run the football like they really should for 4 quarters. It hurt my Carson Wentz, and I had Heineke, Swift, Waller, all of them out, and then I had Godwin that went out early, and of course I had let's see, is this not the league I had? I had Michael Pittman, who got ejected with 1.7. Like, what is the luck here in this league, man? Come on.
I don't listen. This week right now, like, everybody who's a 1 seed is losing. I'm sorry to say, that's not the way it's just working out. Like, the 1 seeds have not been favored. I had another league. A guy was complaining because he was like 11-2 or 12-2 or something, and he's getting demolished by the 8 seed. And he's like, "This is bullcrap. We should have buys." And I'm like, "Why? The only reason you want to buy is because you're getting crushed." Yeah. I'm like, I've got no control over this. We set it up. We did 8. I always do 8 playoff entries. I don't believe in first round buys for the first place team. I don't. Your prize for being the first place team is you get to play the 8th seed, which statistically, if you're the 1 seed, you should have a far superior team than the 8th seed. And if the 8th seed has somebody go off or your team shits the bed, that's not my fault. Don't come to me complaining that your team sucks. Right. Listen, I've got a team this week that's got it's got Taysom Hill at quarterback. It's got Mixon and Cook. It's got Cordell Patterson, Deontay Johnson, Darren Waller, and Van Jefferson. And I'm getting my butt stomped. What do you want me to do? Your team didn't perform. My team didn't perform. It's not nothing we can do about it. So I'm looking at it right now, Justin. You are projected to lose. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to tell you.
No, at the end of the day, man, I tell you what, it's all for charity. You guys do an absolutely incredible job with that, you and Jason, for what you do for those kids. And you've been honored at a Dolphins game partly for what you do and partly for your service as a soldier. And we definitely appreciate
not a soldier. Not a soldier. I'm a Marine.
My bad.
Huge difference.
I forgot you just did everything you were told. So
that's correct. I followed orders and didn't ask questions.
So I will still be playing in a charity league next year, but I think I'm going to switch it up from Galladay since he no longer plays for the Lions, and I was doing it for myself.
I probably won't run a Galladay league next year anyway.
Yeah, a little tougher to find them in the Giants uniforms.
I mean, I probably can, but like nobody's going to want to join. So if I do another Lions, it'll probably be another DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, I mean, not to just try to push some any connection with our friendship here, but I mean, I definitely would like maybe lean towards a Justin Jefferson maybe or something. Like,
I can see. I'll see what I can do.
All right. All right, Andrew, man, I appreciate you coming on again as always. I know this is like the middle of the workday for you, buddy. So you're sacrificing work, which doesn't really seem like a sacrifice to me, but I still appreciate that. So thanks for coming on, guys. You guys have a great night. Merry Christmas to you, and we'll see you soon.
Have a Merry Christmas, gentlemen.